I want to ask you if you think Jack Smith will win if the trial.
Yes.
Yes. There we go. We should all go home now.
Yeah. I'll tell you, Mary and I have talked about this, which is our biggest fear in all of these, especially let's just take the 2 federal cases, because that's the area that we really have expertise in. It's just not fathomable to either of us that there would be an acquittal. For an acquittal, it has to be unanimous. Many people always think it has to be unanimous for a conviction, but it has to be unanimous either way. It's just not possible given the proof that we've seen that that's going to happen in any rational world. I just don't see that. But the reason, if there's anything to worry about, it's a hung jury. A hung jury happens when the jurors, as many of you may know from sitting on a jury, said if the jury just can't decide, and sometimes that happens when you just have one errant juror. I once had a juror who was waited for 10 days copying down exhibits because he wanted to write a book about the case, but at least he then voted to convict at the end of it after causing me no end of agita. But the problem with that, and the reason I raised that experience, was that was a juror who really, really wanted to be on it. It was a very high-profile case in Enron, and he wanted to be on that jury. And so the real concern is somebody who is not candid, wants to get on the jury, and you have a hung jury. A hung jury
wants to get on the jury in order to hang the jury.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
And that's the biggest issue, because if you have a hung jury, this now we're in the comms world, which is that's going to be spun, and it always is spun by the defense as a win. And in some ways it is, in the sense that they get another trial, they're not convicted. Anytime there's a second trial, I remember Bob Mueller saying to me when the first case we had was mine and was a Manafort case, and I remember him saying, we have to win. We knew that a hung jury was going to be viewed publicly as a referendum, but here the referendum is not on the Mueller investigation. Here, that one juror could have such a huge potential effect on the election, because I do think there'll be a trial. The GC trial will go first. I think there will be at least 11 votes. But the concern I have is there one person who sneaks on?